Trenches is brought to you by Williams Lumber and Home Centers, a name you know and a name you trust.
Good evening, troops. Welcome to the show. I'm Christian Farrell, host of In the Trenches. A big week for Army football last weekend. Vanderbilt of the Southeastern Conference invading Michie Stadium Saturday, Army's toughest foe to date. And you know what? The Black Knights were ready for them. Listen, when you're in the Army, you learn to be ready for anything, anytime. The biggest crowd of the year showed up for this one. 34,000 football fans walked through the gates at Michie Stadium, and as they've done in all 6 of their games this season, the Black Knights score first. The first points coming off the foot of sophomore place kicker Alex Carlton. He drills a career-best 51-yard field goal to give Army a 3-0 second quarter lead, and thanks to the play of the tenacious Army D, that's all the scoring that was done in the first half. 2 quarters of football and no noise at all coming out of the boys from Nashville. But the Commodores take the second half kickoff and finally find some success moving the football. Vandy quarterback Larry Smith doing most of the damage. Smith busts a big gainer, 33 yards, down to the Army 19-yard line. Then Smith will drop back to pass, and he'll look for his favorite wideout, John Cole, and it's Vandy first and goal at the Army 5. But in true In the Trenches fashion, the Army D digs in and holds Vandy to only 3. Rylan Fowler is good from 19 yards out. And the score stays at 3 when finally Army's triple option offense starts clicking. Freshman running back Malcolm Brown from Bayshore, Long Island, a featured ground pounder. Brown carried the ball 11 times for 39 yards on the afternoon. He picks up 9 here on this pitch. Later in the drive, it's Kingsley Ahee. Put 12 yards down to the Vandy 22-yard line. First down, Army. The drive covers 80 yards, 13 plays. What starts in the third quarter ends in the fourth, less than a minute in, and looks like a rugby match we have here. Army quarterback Trent Steelman in the middle of the scrum, and when all is said and done, the big boys up front give him the push he needs, and Steelman is in the end zone for a 6. No helmet required. Army takes a 10-3 lead, but not for long. The ensuing kickoff will land in the arms of Warren Norman, and Norman shreds the Army coverage team. 76 yards he goes, and the game will be tied at 10. Army gets a good return, though, by Damian Hunter. Right after that, a weekly occurrence, it's becoming. The 42-yard return by Hunter brings the ball out to the 45-yard line. Black Knights would drive the ball down into Vandy territory. But on 4th and 1, Army head coach Rich Ellerson's gamble is stuffed. Steelman no gain, and Vandy will take over just 9 minutes to go in the game. But on the very next play, a big one. Smith's pass is picked off by Army free safety Donovan Travis. Put down that parabolic Mike, please. Harris steps in and returns it inside the Vanderbilt 10-yard line. And the Army offense is set up in great field position, but the offense cannot punch it in, and Carlton is called on again. He'll make a 23-yard kick, and it's 13-10 Army, 7 minutes to go in the ball game. But that 3-point lead won't hold up. Under a minute to go in the game, Vandy with a chance to tie. Fowler off the left upright, good from 41 yards out, and it's 13-13. Overtime coming up. Army wins the coin toss and elects to defend first on the third play of overtime. Norman breaks a tackle, headed to the end zone for the go-ahead score, but no! Andrew Rodriguez causes the fumble at the goal line, preventing the touchdown. It's a touchback, and it's Army football. 3 conservative play calls later, Carlton comes on to try and win it from 42 yards away, and true, it is his 3rd field goal of the game. Gives Army the upset win, 16-13, the final score in overtime. And let's listen to what Army head coach Rich Ellerson and his men had to say following the Black Knights' biggest win of the year.
Hard fought game. We're fortunate to win. Not surprised it went that way. Not surprised it was hard. Not surprised it came down to the last play and then some. But also not surprised that we found a way to win. Black Knights stepped up and made plays, throughout the game and every phase of the game, as did the team from Vanderbilt. So it's kind of a storybook ending for the week we've been through. Obviously, just a heart-wrenching game a week ago. Came back with a purpose. I love how this team, as I told them, players are a reflection of their coach, and I love what I see in the mirror. How they stayed together, how important this is to them, the effort, and again, their ability to reload, believe in one another, believe in what they're doing, and grow, get better. Obviously we're fortunate. Obviously there's a thousand things we have to do better, we can do better, we will do better, but my goodness, what a great day to validate some things that these guys have embraced and made their own. Couldn't be prouder. What's so pleasing, what's so rewarding is to see your guys buying in. The guys making capturing the voice and then making it tangible, making it real. That's and again, like I say, this is just another stop on the journey, but it validates an awful lot of things that we've been working so hard to do since we got here in January, frankly.
I can probably say it was the complete opposite feeling that I had last week. So I was just happy to be able to contribute to a win.
We had a lot of guys step up huge today. I mean, you can just look across the board. We had guys making plays on the D-line, the linebackers, defensive baks, running backs. I mean, everybody was doing their part to win a game. This was like the best, like, true team win that we've had this season. And I mean, we're ready. We're glad for the program and we're ready to tip this thing the right way.
I think it's just a testament to our character. Last week was a heartbreaker for all of us. We had two choices, whether to separate or stay together. We stuck together and just fought hard in practice, throughout the week. And come Saturday, we just believe in each other. It wasn't one point in time during the game where, we thought we were going to lose. We stuck out to the end and we pulled out a W.
The good thing about this win is, it's a good team, but we got a lot of improvements still for there to be made, and we're only getting better from here on out.
Well, with the win, Army evens its record at 3 wins and 3 losses. Well, coming up, we're just getting started. We haven't even broken a sweat yet. We take one final look back at Saturday's win before we put the next target up. Unlucky Temple, the Temple of Doom. You better keep up because In the Trenches is marching on.